Hello. Giving you today's update on the crypto markets. Let me share my screen. Okay, let's look at the charts first. So this is the 3-hour chart. Let's switch to a daily chart of Ethereum. As we can see, we had a nice run up, very nice channel to new all-time highs at about 4.8. And we had a dump yesterday or last night. Probably catalyst was Evergrande story, which there is here. Evergrande essentially, I think they delayed or they denied to pay any interest, and default is I think some company already applied for default for that company, and we have spoken about that risk previously. They're approximately same size like Lehman Brothers, which you might remember what happened in 2008 from a assets under management size. So there might be some global impact if they really default. So I've mentioned it a couple of times that this is not really off the table. So yesterday there was some news about them not paying interest, potentially defaulting. So there was a huge drop in Ethereum, of course, in Bitcoin as well. And also in the stock market, you can see there was this one, also pretty harsh dip. Besides that, we see that the dollar went up. And every time the dollar went up, essentially means people buy the dollar with their assets, means they sell their assets. This happens often in uncertain environments. Dollar is kind of the safe haven. Despite inflation and all of that stuff, we also see a lot of news about inflation, but I don't think this is 100% relevant. It's more the economy deflation potentially, and black swan events like Evergrande. So we see I'm monitoring that closely. If this turns out to be just a correction. If we look at the market, of course, it could also just be a correction, right? Because market is overheated, over leveraged. Yeah, a lot of people are super bullish, going long with high leverage, and then will get washed out. It can also be such a situation. So there is a chart perspective and there is a macro perspective. I'm trying to combine both. So those news are relevant to me, at least. With Evergrande, there's a pretty large impact. But also, of course, it could just be a normal correction. That's why I don't panic, but monitor. All right, so in theory, if we hold that level, we are still nice in an uptrend. Next level would be 5.2K, then 7.7 or 7.8K, and further up. In theory, some say that if this is a bull cycle, a full bull cycle, this can go as high as 15K or potentially even higher. Some say about 33K for Ethereum, which is pretty high. But Ethereum, we also know, has most utility, more so than Bitcoin. All the DeFi projects, a lot of projects are built on Ethereum, plus proof of stake is coming, which essentially means it will reduce energy consumption of Ethereum. It will incentivize people to stake Ethereum, to lock it up, not to sell it. So you can get a nice passive income if you stake Ethereum. And also, furthermore, there will be a burn, or it is already a burn mechanism for Ethereum, which means it might turn into a deflationary asset, which means supply is reducing over time, which is all pretty bullish indicators for Ethereum. So I'm a Ethereum fan. Bitcoin is still the safe haven, so money flows in first there, but Ethereum is pretty good. Okay, so that was about the crash yesterday, and don't forget to keep an eye on the global markets. Besides that, we have a lot of bullish news, a lot of adoption going on. For example, what is this? The head of Visa, Visa's head of crypto, Kai Sheffield, said that cryptos are cool for NFTs and in general. So youth is adopting it. So Visa is pretty much on the forefront of crypto adoption. So it's pretty bullish. We also saw Apple's Tim Cook saying that he owns cryptocurrency. which is also cool. And of course, the smart people, they just have that. Microsoft is jumping into the metaverse, same as Facebook, which we have read recently. So now Microsoft also, of course. So there is something coming. Then here we have Bloomberg reporting that the new mayor of New York City actually is a big fan of Bitcoin. So he actually also proposed a New York-owned currency, like the Miami coin, something similar. So let's see how this works out. Pretty bullish. I don't know how to spell that. Santander Bank, I think it's in France, one of the largest banks. They also launch a Bitcoin ETF, also bullish. Another Wall Street Journal, what they say, yeah, that's kind of funny, financial advisors, if they come to you and want to tell you something about 10% yield or 2% yield thingy where you should put your money, it's actually funny. So financial advisors now, they struggle actually to keep up with the crypto space, and we will see. Potentially, like I think I mentioned it last time, once they start recommending it, it's probably time for a bear market. So always be humble and open. We have Nike also joining the metaverse, same like Microsoft, same like a lot of others, McDonald's with their McRib. So Nike as well. Adidas maybe follows as well soon. So all those cool hip companies, they will do that sooner or later, in my opinion. And we have this a senator in the US said actually at the hearing that thanks God for Bitcoin. The hearing was about impact of inflation and the US rising the debt. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, but we also have seen more restrictions coming. We will see, sometimes restrictions such as that stablecoin, what we have seen last time, that stablecoin issuers actually have to be seen like a bank. So basically you have to do like a bank KYC. So essentially means potentially every wallet has to be KYC'd and every transaction kind of be KYC'd. So I think this and potentially Evergrande can really have a negative impact on the market. Often negative impacts, global macro impacts are coming delayed. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Enjoy the bull run so far. And thank you very much.